Hello, hello. Yes, I am live. I am live. Oh my goodness. Hi. Hello, Internet. Hello, my spiritual followers and other worldly beings. I know you're out there. How is everyone? Look, I'm trying to do this like dual recording live on multiple platforms, so bear with me. A beginner in doing all of this by myself. This is a one woman shop here, and the office is open. Welcome to office hours, everyone. Thank you, everyone. I'm getting emails. Thank God they're emails because I know how to respond to emails from so many people that have so many questions to the point where I think in the future, I may have to do more than a Friday, but right now you can find me here on Fridays. I decided to do 7 p.m. this week instead of 8 p.m. because it's still light outside, um, which brings more light in here. It's less lights I have to put on because I realized until I get my little handy mic, the fan makes noise. I'm telling you, it's really a one woman shop. So everything is affecting everything else. And no, 7 p.m. is a great number. It's not too late. And if I do decide to do another day, the hours may change. But right now, just know that I am here after 5 p.m. on Fridays. And I look forward to it. I have so much that goes on during the week that brings me so much spiritual download that I just can't wait to share with everyone and share with everyone. And I look forward to having these conversations. I look forward to being supportive and answering your questions. Really, that's it. You are the expert of your life. You are more knowledgeable of your soul than I am. And I'm just grateful that you trust me to share. And I'm here to be supportive. I am here to answer any questions and give another perspective other than what you're used to or what your mind is telling you. So that being said, I wanted to share this. So last weekend, last Saturday, we had graduation. Metropolitan College of New York. I'm an instructor there. And we had graduation. And it was beautiful. And I'm always honored and excited to share those moments with students that I've helped to instruct. Because when I attended the college, I got the best of the best, the creme de la creme of professors and mentors. And so we celebrated last Saturday. And I took some pictures of myself and another professor who is retiring. He's retired. I didn't get to make his retirement party, but I said, you know what? I am going to celebrate Dr. Gray in my own way. So I had a bunch of pictures taken and I made a collage, like a little video, and I posted it. And when I posted it and looked at it, I realized, oh, wait a minute. It was of me putting him, like basically helping him with his regalia, like helping him get dressed. And when I looked back at the video, it was just so emotional because, he helped me through the process. And here it was, I had the honor of helping him through a process. And when I looked at the photos and I saw we both had robes, we both had TAMs. Now, if you're a PhD, you have a TAM, you have a different regalia, right? And it was just very emotional for me. One, because I'm not going to see him that often anymore, but it just showed me how much love and support I had, right, throughout my process. And I wanted to talk about time. I thought about how much time had passed and how long I had known him. And I've known him for over 14 years. That's a long time. It's like like a marriage to know someone that long. But it didn't seem like it because I still feel like that student that first walked into his classroom in 2013, right? And so time has a way of passing, but I'm so grateful that time is not linear. It isn't. Time is not linear. Time is an energy. Time is circular. This time right now that we're spending having conversations is also happening in another time. But we get to enjoy this time. So I just want to say, be very, very, very respectful of your time. Be selective of who you share your time with. And just know that your time is your currency. And make sure you're doing what you love to do, that you don't feel like you're wasting your time. So I just wanted to put that out there real quick, and shout out Dr. Gray also. That was my little like excuse to shout him out. So you know how we do though. We have to take some inventory before we get started. Inventory. Let's go in. So I want everyone to, oh, it's not very hot. I want everyone to close their eyes if you're comfortable closing your eyes. We're going to start breathing. Pay attention to your breath. And the correct way to breathe is to breathe from your diaphragm at midsection. So I want you to take a deep breath in through your diaphragm. And breathe out. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out. And we do this breathing, for those of you, if this is your first time, we do this breathing because it's always a great idea to have conversations, create new thought processes with a regulatory system, right? You want to be calm. You want to regulate your system. We don't want to have conversations out of angst, anxiety, tension, insecurity. So the breathing helps regulate our system before going into topics and conversation. So this time when you take a breath in, I want you to exhale and I want you to relax the back of your neck. So take a breath in and relax your neck. Your head should drop naturally. Take a deep breath in, and this time I want you to relax your shoulders. Breath in, relax your shoulders. Feel a little slouchy, that's okay. This time I want you to take a deep breath in and relax your arms. Take a deep breath in and relax your lower back. One more deep breath in and relax your head. Awesome. 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 Totally relaxed from your waist to your face. It's a good place to be. Notice how you feel. Notice the difference. You feel the difference? Okay. So now we're going to get into these topics. All right. I have, so last week I spoke about a gentleman that was retired, and he wanted to know moving forward how he could still maintain his identity after being retired. And I'm glad he asked me that, because I shared it with Lenny, and we are going to explore that topic even farther. Because one, we don't talk about retirement a lot. And two, we definitely don't cover how men feel about retirement, after a certain age. So I just wanted to thank you. One of last week's guests, I think his name was Harold from Detroit. So thank you, Harold. So we are going to address that topic farther. I appreciate that. And, our callers here in New York, when we're on the radio, I'm sure they have wanted us to cover that, but we haven't. So we're going to cover that. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. Okay. Now I'm going to cut that off. I'm right here with you, YouTube. So this week we're going to start with Simone from Brooklyn. Okay. Simone is 28 and oh, wow. Okay. Her issue is being a strong friend. So she says, hello, Dr. Indy. Everyone comes to me with their problems because I'm the strong one. I'm the dependable friend, the listener, the helper. But lately, I've been emotionally drained and secretly depressed. The crazy thing is, nobody notices because I'm always smiling and keeping it moving. I don't want to seem weak, but I'm tired of carrying everybody else emotionally while nobody checks on me. How do I stop overgiving without feeling selfish? Oh, okay. So this is you. This is on you. And the reason why I say this is on you is because you've made them comfortable in your discomfort. Let me give you a little backstory. So when I was younger, and I'll say in all three phases, but let's just say my 20s, I was a people pleaser. I was very insecure, very insecure. And, maybe one day when we get into like body conversations, I'll share that. But I was insecure. So the choices I made with friendships was to people please. I was a people pleaser. I felt it necessary that I was the version that the person that I wanted in my life, I needed to be the version they wanted me to be, right? Mind you, I didn't know any of this. I didn't know I was doing it. I wasn't aware. This was very normal, very natural for me. And so I kept attracting friendships and relationships that kept me angst, kept me in survival mode, kept my energy vibrating in such a low frequency. I was very anxious. And I was a very nice person. I believed in anything I could to keep the peace. I kept the peace. This is the thing about keeping the peace, though. When you keep the peace, you're only creating peace for the other person. The peace that you're creating, the peace that you think exists, is outside of yourself. It's not peace, it's conformity. So basically, they don't know. All this is going on in your head. All my insecurities is going on in my head, right? What was in here was not matching what was out there. But whatever I had to do in here to make out there look normal, feel normal, be peaceful, I was going to do it. Well, guess what that did to me? It allowed me to make horrible choices in picking people in my life. I made horrible choices for my life, like lifestyle choices, endangering myself, right? I thank God all the time that I am here. I have mostly all my body parts and my mind still matches my body. I'm a healthy person and my spirit is grateful for it, right? But I'm telling you this because you have allowed people to come to you because for whatever reason, you think that that gives you value. It makes you valuable to someone else, that you are available, when really it's draining you. So I know it sounds like I'm blaming you, but it is you. What happens? Let's just throw it out there. You stop being available. You start creating a boundary for yourself, not for them, right? Boundaries aren't about them, they're about you. What if you take one small step and create a boundary? Let's say every Friday, you are not available. You're not available. And maybe because people do this, they respect jobs, they respect things, they respect time when it's either a relationship or a prior commitment, something that they respect school. But create a boundary, create a space, and it doesn't have to be true, where you are unavailable. This isn't tricking anyone. This is training yourself, training your brain to be comfortable not being available. Okay? And give these friends, give the family members, to everyone else, anyone else watching, give them an opportunity to say, oh, I wonder how she is. Oh, I haven't heard from her. Let me check in. Oh, you have to create that space. No one is going to do that automatically. If they do, they are an anomaly. They're amazing. You keep them. Those are your people. Bam, you're good. But for the most part, people need to be taught how to treat you. It's just that simple. And it doesn't have to be out of animosity or angst. This really is about you taking the next step to create a boundary system so that peace is here. Peace is in any room, in any situation that is chaotic, but the peace is in you, not the peace that you're creating so that those people find value in you. In you. Do you understand? I hope you understand. I really do. And I want to make sure I answer your question. Your question: how do I stop over giving without feeling selfish? Start being selfish. Shout outs to my dad, because he taught me. He said, "Listen, Shawnee, it's called rational selfishness. You have to learn how to be rationally selfish. It's okay. It's not going to harm anyone, right?" And so if you create that space, other people will respect it, or they'll fall off. And if they fall off, they were rotten fruit. They wasn't meant to be on the vine anymore anyway. So that is for you. I thank you for sharing that. And I hope this helps someone else out there. You know, you can share in the chat. Please share, like, share, give your comments. Her name is Simone. You're more than welcome to share. But this is a safe space, everyone. So please be kind if you can. Okay, next we have Carlos, and he's from Houston, Texas. Okay, he's 41. Okay, dear Dr. Indy, my wife recently got promoted and now makes almost twice as much as I do. Okay, let's be proud of her. Okay, Carlos. Um, I'm proud of her. I'm proud of her. But but if I'm being honest, it's messing with my confidence. I grew up believing a man should provide, and now I feel insecure, even though she's never made me feel less than. I've become distant because I'm embarrassed by how I feel. How do how do men unlearn old ideas about masculinity and self-worth? Well, you know what? I'm not going to answer as a man. I can't. I'm not a man. But I'm going to share this with some of my male friends. So this is a good one. First of all, thank you for feeling vulnerable enough and feeling safe enough, about sharing your vulnerability. So let's take your wife out of this. And I'm just going to pose some questions. You didn't share with me what you did as a profession. I'm wondering if you like it. Do you love it? How long have you been there? Is it something you chose to do, or is it something you had to do and you stayed and the money's just great, so you want to stay? The reason why I'm separating you from your question and your wife right now is because I'm trying to understand where your security is rooted in, if that makes any sense. I'm trying to figure out, you know, if your wife didn't make more money, were you still happy with what you were doing? Because the bottom line is, when you're happy with you, you can be happy with someone else. Is your identity in what you do, in your job? So if you lose it, you lose sense of self. A couple of weeks ago, I think I answered, we spoke on this topic, where a woman's husband was fired, was let go from his job, and he became distant, right? And she was tired of taking care of the household. It was a strain on her financially. Um, but to bring it back, I think that it's natural to feel insecure when you're not in a secure space. But let's not let that fester and stay in your heart, because it's going to create unnecessary animosity. How do men, let me take that question. How do men unlearn old ideas? Choose to unlearn old ideas. If your wife has never made you feel less than, you know what? See it as a plus. I follow a gentleman by the name of Dave Ramsey. He's a financial advisor expert, and he is hella funny. But he also makes it very clear that when you are married, it is not your money. It's not their money. It's our money. And if your wife shares and has included you in her success, then you're successful also. There's so many different ways to look at this. And I think on the bright side, she is willing to share and is willing to make sure that you don't feel less than of a man. And not for nothing, let me tell you something, Carlos. Times are hard. It's good that she has that. You're not old. You're only 41, but guess what's going to happen? Y'all are going to get older, and somebody's going to have to take care of you. And that extra money is going to come in real handy. So if I were you, I would be so grateful that, one, my wife has the opportunity to grow, because if she's happy, what is that? If mama's happy, everybody's happy. That's one. And two, you got more income coming in. So how do you unlearn? You choose to unlearn. It's not working for you the way you're thinking. Is making you feel upset. It's making you distant from your wife. You don't want that for her. That's not a balanced energy in the household. You don't want to have an imbalanced energy for a relationship that is always as amazing and has blossomed. You don't want to do that. And chances are she got this opportunity because at home, it's a safe space. So maintain that. Support her by maintaining a safe space in the house, and you will be fine. If you want to speak to me further, you're more than welcome. I got a 1-800 number, 1-855-437-4639. Okay, you can call me. You can call me live right now. You want to call up, you have a question, I will answer. If you want to be on live, we won't show your face, but we'll hear your voice. And on to the next. Okay, so next we have, okay, Layla. Okay, Layla. Oh, UK. Yes, for the UK. Okay, I'm thinking about, oh no, this is the no contact. Okay, I'm thinking about cutting off my mother. No contact, y'all. This is we'll get into it. Dear Indy, my mother has criticized me my entire life. My weight, my career choices, my relationships, even the way I speak. Every conversation leaves me anxious or emotionally exhausted. I've tried boundaries. Wow. I've tried boundaries like it's something to eat. I've tried boundaries, therapy, an honest conversation, but nothing changes. Part of me feels guilty, even considering distance, because culturally, we're taught family is everything. But another part of me wonders if peace is more important than obligation. Is it wrong to walk away from a toxic family member? You know the answers in the question, right? Let me take a sip because I'm burning fire and desire. It's hot. The answers in the question. I mean, you know, anyone want to chime in? You're more than welcome. Anyone out there who has gone no contact. So this is the thing about no contact. It concerns me that the no contact is out of any type of animosity, lingering anger, and insecurity. When you go no contact, okay, let me rewind. Let me rewind this. Have you ever been in a relationship? Maybe it wasn't that long. You know, you dating like a year or two, not like long and like, oh my goodness, we know each other for years. Let's say a year. Let's do that. All 4 seasons. You've been with this person, and for 2 seasons, it's absolutely great. Third season, red flags all over the place. They're just showing themselves, right? But because those 2 seasons were great, you stay in it and you make excuses, right? Because you think that all these other seasons to come, things will get better because they were at first. And it takes you maybe another year to let it go. That's what it's like to go no contact, I think, with a family member. You've been in these people's lives for so many years. A lot of them knew you before you knew yourself. So yes, I can see where you feel guilty. This is the thing though. After a certain age and stage, let me stick to stage. After a certain stage in your life, you are responsible for you. Fault, responsibility. Yes, it may be someone's fault that you feel a certain way, but it is your responsibility to get out of it. So, no, to answer your question, it is absolutely nothing wrong with going no contact with a toxic family, friend, lover, co-worker, job, neighborhood. It is your responsibility to take care of you. It's no one else's responsibility. Unless you're in a relationship and you have that conversation, and for whatever reason you are not capable of making certain choices and someone else is responsible for you, but you've had that conversation and you agree and you're on the same page, then you stay in a situation. Other than that, it is your responsibility. But let me go back to my concerns. My concerns with it being with animosity is because the mere fact that you're not at peace leaving the situation means that you're not going to be at peace outside of it. Okay? When you break up with someone and you finally decide to do that, it's because you are really done. And how do you know when you're really done and you're healed? When you're at peace with it. There's no more you can say. There's no more you can do. You've absolutely given access and given people opportunity to be respectful, understanding, compassionate, And if they're not meeting you, whoever that person is, whatever the breakup is, if they're not meeting you halfway out of love and respect for the relationship, then you have to be responsible for your relationship with you. Deuces. So this is really hard. I'm wondering, I would like to have a deeper conversation about this, because I'm finding that based on generations and how certain generations were raised, there's a bit of a narcissism that takes place, and is very selfish, right? Narrow-minded. And so, but understandingly so, because sometimes you're that way because you're not used to having. So your children, the things you acquire, they become your identity. You feel like you have control over them, right? I'm not agreeing. I'm not trying to make excuses for your mom. I think disrespect is disrespect. But I want you, if you're going to go no contact, I want you to think about how you're going to feel constantly going no contact. This is more about how you're going to handle it and how you're going to grow from creating this space for yourself. It's more about that than just not speaking to your mom. Okay. It's going to be very uncomfortable, but I think that, and she very may just like, one after you make that decision, she may just go off and not want to contact you. The ego is going to be bruised, right? Are you going to be okay with that? There may be a guilt trip. Are you going to be okay with that? There may be tons of manipulation. Are you willing to really go no contact? Right? That she may act like a toddler that you put on timeout. And you know how that goes. I mean, I don't, but they will do any and everything to get out of timeout. They don't like that corner jail. So I want you to think about that and think about how going no contact is going to affect you moving forward. What does that look like? Are you really prepared to never speak to her again? Or are you also thinking that by going no contact, you're going to make changes? She's going to make these changes. Well, guess what? What if she doesn't? Are you stronger to see that through? And if you're really tired, you're not asking me the question. I'm glad you did, because they're listeners, they're viewers, they're people that are doing this right now, and it's not easy. So thank you. You're helping them. But I want you to think about, if you go no contact, are you really at peace with going no contact? And what that looks like for your life moving forward. So again, you all, please share this. Please subscribe. Tell a friend, share with a friend, bring a friend in. Anyone, you don't have to share your business. It could be a friend's situation. I'm more than willing to have the conversation. You can call me 1-855-437-4639. That is my number. You can leave a message, or you can call in next week. You can call in live. We don't have to see you. We can just hear your voice. You can be anonymous. You can give a fake name. Fine with that too. But yeah, just share and listen. Leila, you're going to be okay. I know it's hard because it is a parent, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do for yourself. This is your life. You and the creator got together and made this contract for you to come here and do your purpose, right? So in the end, we can't control how other people make choices. We can't control what other people say and how they deliver it to us. We can control how we consume it, how we react to it, and how we let it follow us through our life. Remember, fault, responsibility. It may be their fault. It is your responsibility not to let them make another fault. Okay? So, well, that was this week of office hours. Before we leave, we got to take a breath because we get emotional, right? So, whew, let's take a breath. We're going to take a breath in. And when we breathe out, we're going to relax our shoulders. Having that last conversation, it made my shoulders tense up. Take a breath in. And I want you to relax your neck. Take a deep breath in. And I want you to relax your lower back. Take a deep breath in. And I want you to relax those arms. I hope you're slouching in your seat, on your couch, on your bed. Take a deep breath in. Relax your head. Oh, ashe, ashe, ashe. Yes, my spirit people. Thank you so much for joining me for another week of office hours. I love you. I will see you next week. And I am going to consider another day because I have a lot of emails to answer. And I feel very guilty when if I don't get to answer them. So remember to like and share, everyone. I'm really grateful for everyone. You are more than welcome to comment, get in the chat. I will speak to you. This is about a conversation. This isn't just me supporting you. This is me learning from you as well. I love you. Be safe. Remember, gratitude is the religion. Food and fashion is the lifestyle.